I'm sending people into space, and all the rich people are going, yeah, we're going to Mars, we're going to get all this stuff. But that's not why they're going there. I'm doing it because I need to save the Earth. I need new technologies. I need advancements. I need engineers and doctors. And you can't get people to do that sort of stuff unless you dangle something in front of them, making them think that they're going to be the saviors of the planet by going to Mars. They're never going to Mars. But they're going to work real hard to try and get there. And they're going to become smarter and more capable. And they're going to invent things to make it possible to make it there but not be there. Virtual. AI. Yeah. And we're all working on that. We're working on AI for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. Because we're going to create all these different stations between Earth, Mars, and the Moon. And it won't take more than a half a minute or less to communicate between Mars and Earth. We don't have stations to transmit a signal that will take only a quarter of a millisecond to get 100,000 miles. Yeah. And then it just is beeped again, quickly, on to the next place. No weakness, no nothing. Yeah. So it doesn't take 3 minutes, it doesn't take 10 minutes, it doesn't take 12 minutes. It takes a few seconds. Just like you're talking to them on the phone. And you're on Mars. Now that means that you can be a robot. You can experience the process of avatar. Yeah. And you have a skin you wear. And you're on Mars. You're walking around a complete 3D room. It has everything, all the objects and all the images that is in front of you. And you have a robot walking around Mars doing it. And you're grabbing things and doing things and testing things just as though you're there. Why be there if you can do it this way? And you're going to do it this way. Yeah? And no one's going to suffer. No one's going to die. No one's going to go through all these terrible things. Yeah? And all that's going to go back into the hands of humanity and the cars that we drive, the technologies we have, and the industries that we become involved in, and creating new light technologies, and begin the advancement toward energy that is free. Anti-gravitational devices. Things that can change the reality of all the functioning sciences that we're working with, whether it be medicine or engineering or how we electrify ourselves. All of that we can break through and catch up with Tesla, and find those things and put them into action. Because our fear will be less as we get down this road. Yeah? Right now, you're afraid the Earth is going to explode and you better get to Mars because we got to find another planet. Bullshit. Bullshit. You don't know the Lord. I'm in charge of this place, and it's not going anywhere, and nor are you. Yeah? And all the people I sent to the moon became enlightened. You should consider that thought. All those people became truth seers. They became enlightened, more enlightened than the average person who was a space pilot of that nature. Standing on the moon, looking at the Earth, and being in that state of consciousness really changed them dramatically. Yeah? They were able to develop new sciences, telepathy, prove psychic ability, all kinds of things you could do much easier when in that environment. Yeah? And we're going to do that. Yeah? That's absolutely what we're going to do. And all this will happen over the next few years by the time we get to the year 2035. Because we're not going to mess up and put people on a spaceship and send them to Mars. We're going to decide that's not a good idea. And we're going to do AI instead. Yeah. And that will make the biggest changes in humanity all around the world, because we won't be in a space race to become gazillionaires. Because that's what's going on. There are assholes out there right now, all they want is minerals so that they can have as much gold and silver and plutonium and all these minerals that are worth a fortune. And you could just go up there with hardly any gravity holding you back and bring it back and just dump it off into the ocean on a spaceship. Then bring your tanker over and start pulling all those minerals out that you're making $1 gazillion on just one ship. Yeah, because they're rare minerals and rare metals. We shouldn't be in that. We don't need rare minerals. We don't need gold. We don't need platinum. Yeah, we need trees. We need fish. We need fresh water. Yeah, we need pure oxygen. We need to help people move away from the city and out of the nearby ocean areas, because as time goes on, it's not going to be livable, and we need to help and put our time and energy in that, so it's not all about money.